Let's start. Hey, hi everyone. We are Petroleum from Scratch. Welcome back to our series. I'm accompanied by my usual friend Jayesh Char. Today we'll be looking at another petroleum data analytics video. This video will have a nice, very simple project but very applied and the core and the heart of reservoir engineering. We'll be looking at Darcy's law to understand and explain how various things that are there in the Darcy's law, how they change the reservoir pressure profile. And we'll be using Python to do that. And the end goal of this video is probably to create an interactive code that can, live tell you on the go. It can tell you if you vary something, what change does it bring to your pressure profile and stuff like that. So we are going to do the coding in front of you guys, and we will understand how various things affect the Darcy's law and the pressure profile. So let's go, Jesh. Let's get started without
Yeah.
wasting any time.
So yeah, we will first of all import all the useful libraries that we are going to use. Let me stop my video. Yeah. And that's as PD, and for plotting we are going to use matplotlib. Okay, so what we are going to do, first of all, let me give you a brief idea. But the thing we are going to use, the thing we are going to simulate. So basically, if you can see this figure, but this is showing a pressure profile inside a reservoir. This RW, or this thing, this column is my well bore, and this RE is my external radius of reservoir. My reservoir is going through till this point, and this only we are seeing one direction, in one direction only. It will be a circular reservoir. It is going to be a circular reservoir, so it is going to be
Funnel
similar
shape.
in funnel shape. Yeah, funnel shape scenario.
Mm.
So what will happen that my pressure will going is going to reduce when I am going to come towards the well bore. It means that in vicinity of well bore, in neighborhood of the well bore, the pressure is going to be less than compared to far away from the well bore. As we go away from the well bore, pressure starts to increase. For
And
this,
Jesh, let me see if you can see what I'm doing here. So just for the clarity, we are using this thing, right? Can you see if I'm writing something?
yeah,
Is it visible?
yeah.
Okay. So PWF is PI minus or PE minus some constant 141.2
141.2 Q nu B.
Q mu B upon KH.
KH, yeah. And
KH
we are going to
and
use
ln.
CD state, so ln, yeah,
Yeah. So ln
R by
RE
RW,
by RW. So
or
basically, this is the equation we will be using. This entire equation we'll be using, and we are trying to set a code in this in which we will assume some of these things are constant, and we'll vary the other things to vary. Basically, it's not always PWF. It is basically PR, right? It is
yeah.
basically PR. So when we and basically PR, so it becomes RW, not RW, but it becomes R and stuff like that. So that's what is very important in this code. When we will be coding, we need to understand what's the equation of pressure with respect to radius. Everyone knows PWF, but what is Darcy's law in terms of generic
Really,
radius?
yeah,
What is pressure
generally.
at every radius? So that's a very important understanding when I was doing this code. It's very simple confusion, but it still comes up, right? So yeah, I'll erase this part up, and yeah, we can go ahead.
Yeah, the
Jesh.
main equation will remain this only. Only we are going to
Okay.
change some things, because in actual world scenario, what happens? Can you erase this from here also? One thing is finding. Hello. Yeah. So in a real world scenario, what happens that from survey, during survey, we know the radius, external radius of the reservoir. We know the RW value, right? PWF we will know from our gauges that has been installed from the tubing, but we don't know various pressures at various R at various r r feet away from my wellbore radius. So for doing that, we are going to use this scenario. So let us take
Yeah.
some values. RE value, let us take around 3000 feet. And we are going to use field units. We are going to use the equation in field units. So that is a thing to remember. RWF, let us take as 0.5 feet. Now what will be my pressure? Bottom hole pressure. We are going to take bottom hole pressure. So we are going to start calculating from this point and go on till last point. So let us take bottom hole pressure of around 1500 psi. 1500 psi will be okay. Let us take net pay thickness. Net pay thickness is from how much of the thickness we are producing the oil. Let us take it as 60 feet. Permeability, we will take 150 millidarcy. Flow rate, I'm going to take what we can take 200 STB per day. It is in STB per day. And viscosity will also be needed of oil. Viscosity of oil, let us take 15 centipoise. Now apart from that, okay, let us take the value of B, because Q, as I said, is in STB per day. So let us take B value as 1 RB by STB. So these are my values that I'm going to use. Okay, so after taking these values, my next step will be creating a array of radiuses at various radius points between RW and RE, because at those points I need to calculate the value of P by using Darcy-Low equation. And one more thing, guys, in this project, we are going to take the scenario in steady state. Let us assume that this reservoir is supported by a strong reservoir, strong aquifer. It has a strong aquifer support. We can also make a simulation type of scenario for pseudo steady state scenarios, or that well transient scenario, but that is going to be a complex one. So for letting let the things be easy for this project, in the coming videos we will see how to handle those things also. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use linspace function from my NumPy. If you don't know what is linspace, go and watch our NumPy tutorials. You will get to know. We have covered here. So basically this linspace creates, this linspace is going to create 500 points between my RWF to RE. So I'm creating 500 points. So whenever I'm going to print R or get the value of R, here you can see it is starting from 0.05, 0.5, that is my value of RWF, and it is going till 300, was the array 3000, yeah, 3 into 10 raised to power 3, and 500 points are present in between them. So basically an array of R has been created. Now my next step will be calculation of pressure at all these R points that I have created. So for doing that, what I will do, let us make an empty list, and we are going to fill up this list by using for loop and using Darcy-Low equation. So let it be for I in range of length of R. Why length of R we are doing? Because I want to run 500 times this for loop, because I want to calculate my pressure at 500 points. So Darcy-Low will be applied 500 times. So this for loop is going to run 500 times. So range length of R, this we are doing. Now what we will do, we will calculate the pressure P at R radius. That will be equal to P equal to PWF plus 141.2 multiplied by Q viscosity, and then my B will come Q mu B. And with them there is this log term, and we dot log of my Ri, that is my this radius again, divided by Rw. So care need to be taken here because there are certain commas, these brackets has come. So after that, this whole scenario will be divided by K and H. So I think my formula is right. Divanshu, are you there? Can you
Yeah, Jesh,
confirm?
I think what we are doing here is we are so this equation means that PWF has been maintained as constant.
Yeah,
But
PW.
how about we do it the other way? How about we assume that PE is constant because it's a aquifer, right? Because it's a like you said, to support your statement, it's maintained by a highly active aquifer. So that means your pressure at the external point will be fairly constant, right?
Yeah.
So let's assume that. But the story
Okay.
being,
Yeah.
oil if it starts at the boundary, yeah,
Yeah. Why I have taken PWS? Because we are also going to see taking the PE as constant in that scenario when we are going to make it dynamic scenario. But for once, for making
okay, right
non-dynamic,
now,
for static, yeah, for static pressure profile, let us
cool,
equal
yeah,
PWF
yeah.
in
You
the
are
next
you are
scenario.
doing it for this particular situation, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for this
okay,
particular
great.
situation.
Yeah, then we can do it anyway. Yeah, understand. Yeah,
Yeah. Again, guys, the formula will remain same. Only the things this whole term will go that side, or this P will come this side. Only plus minus thing. This thing will be changed. Formula of Darcy law will remain same. So this pressure will be appended in my pressure list. That was empty initially. Okay, some problem has arrived. As I thought, some problem will definitely come. So what will be the what is our problem here? np.r log. If I have taken q u b. Okay, sorry. Some silly mistakes can lead to a lot of problems. Thanks. So here you can see pressure at different R values has been calculated, starting from near wellbore situation 1500 and going up to
so by this
PE.
point, what we have done is we have understood how, if we know a function, how can we apply that function to all the radius points, right?
Yeah,
And by now we have understood how every point of the reservoir the pressure will be calculated. And just one thing to understand, guys, just because it looks like it is one dimensional array, it does not mean it is just for it's a funnel. Always remember, if you had a technique to draw things in 3D and
yeah.
remember them, every point in the 360-degree space at this particular radius will have this pressure. A symmetry is maintained. So
Symmetry.
always imagine it that way.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah,
funnel
Jesh, go
type
ahead.
of scenario will be
Hmm.
there. Just don't imagine that, okay, it will be in one direction only, in all direction. So now let's do the plotting. First of all, let us decide the figure size. For getting a perfect figure size in this scenario, I'm going to take 8 by 6. We can also change after plotting the scenario. After that, my PLT dot plot on x-axis R will be there. These are that we have capability of. And on y-axis, my pressure should be plotted. So if once of a raw plot, let us take the make a raw plot. After that, we can customize it. So here you can see the same type of scenario has been created here.
Brilliant. So basically, Jayesh, you have converted a textbook image into a Python image,
Yeah,
and I mean, it still makes me feel very good after doing quite a lot of projects in machine learning and data analytics. Still feels good to convert a textbook image into a Python image, right?
yeah.
Yeah, great,
Let us
great feeling this.
customize
Yeah.
it little bit so that
Now we are making it better than textbook image.
yeah.
Nice.
The favorite part during plotting is customizing the plot once it is ready, once my final result is ready. After that, we can play with it as much as we want. Let us take P at R and it will be in my PSI. So, and title reservoir pressure profile, profile. What else? We can also add the grids, plt dot grid to. So here it is. Let us change the plotting style also. plt dot style dot. 1 second. I don't remember which were available. So which one we can use?
Let's use ggplot. I've never
ggplot.
seen that one.
Yeah. Let's use ggplot.
I think this is a R kind of plotting, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It is the
ggplot is in R. So here it is.
nice.
So
One thing more thing you can do is, Jesh, if you can provide a size parameter in X label, Y label, and title. Size
yeah.
equals to 20.
So you can see that size of my X label has changed.
Hmm.
Similar
So guys,
way.
this formatting is also very important. Just remember, because if you are trying to publish a paper, then they have strict regulations in terms of the
Plots.
plotting style. Yeah, very very time taking at times. So always try to focus on this part. Very very simple but very interesting and very important.
Yeah, and if you are going to write some article or something, there also
Definitely.
we are going to plot some beautiful plots that will look amazing. So here you can see
Wow.
the
Which one is this? Which one is
this is
this?
classic one,
Nice. Really classic.
classic
Yeah.
generator. Yeah. We have seen many of the oil and gas softwares in this type of
yeah.
software.
Yeah.
So here we can also see that PWF value I was taking 1500, and in only this scenario about 250 feet, there is a huge drop in pressure.
Hmm.
For example,
The
let us
reason
take
being?
1800. Reason being that as we go towards the wellbore, pressure drop will be high. We need to push the, for example, let us take, if we are having somewhere here, this much of oil is giving it pressure to flow towards the well, right?
Hmm.
Hello. But as we go towards
Yeah.
the wellbore, more energy will be needed to push the oil
Yeah, that's
more
one
forward.
intuition. That's like you're saying the effect of Velbo will be felt more and more. It will be, but very very important understanding from this is looking at the logarithmic equation. So
Yeah,
if
yeah, that
this particular drop,
mathematically
yeah,
the scenario is there.
yeah, that's clearly because of the logarithmic equation. The drop is very very fast near the wellbore, and it's kind of slow as we go away from the wellbore. So that's a very important thing to see. um, you can see most people they also try to approximate some distance before RE as the external radius because of this particular slowly, it almost gets horizontal.
Yeah,
So people are like, okay, why do we even care about RE? Why not 0.8 RE or 0.75 RE or 0.69 RE? That can also work, something like that. So there are various approximations like that, but yeah, I mean, this is good enough for static examples, Jayesh, right?
static example. Yeah. Now Let's
Yeah,
move on to dynamic
yeah.
range.
So we I think in the interest of time we will conclude this, and maybe in the next session we will use the same understanding and carry on from this session. In the part two, we will look at how to build a interactive application in which if we vary something like a viscosity or something like this entire thing will change. We'll create a simple kind of a game kind of thing in which we will have
GIF
buttons
type
and
or
sliders.
something.
Yeah, graphic user interface where Jayesh will show us how we can play with these parameters and how the pressure profile changes. So see you in the next session, guys. Thanks for attending this one. I hope it was good enough. Thanks,
Okay,
Jayesh. Thanks, guys.
have a good day. Bye.